Welcome to Elevate Care, the show where healthcare professionals, visionaries, and thought leaders come together to explore the limitless possibilities of healthcare innovation. I am your host, Jamey Dubke. Welcome to a journey where innovation meets humanity. I'm thrilled to kick off the first episode of Elevate Care. In this episode, I'm going to introduce you to who I am, my professional background, the why behind the show, and what I'm excited about for the future of care. So let me tell you a little bit about my story. From the time I was 3 years old, I could remember taking both of my grandparents to the hospital, whether it was through ambulances or by the time I got the chance to drive. And we experienced healthcare in so many different ways. From the time that an ambulance came and grabbed my grandfather and took him away, and he passed away and then never saw him again, to the time where I had to take my grandmother to the emergency room for her 14th heart attack, which was actually keeping her alive. And I will never forget the experiences that every single doctor and nurse created for me and my brothers as we were in the hospital with both of my grandparents. It was a really eye-opening experience and really made me passionate for the profession, which led me to my career as an EMT in college. And I thought I wanted to go to med school. And then after being an EMT for a while, found out that that was probably not my career path, but I knew I was always meant to serve. And so when I think about my journey, even in work and my personal life, I'm always focused on how do we optimize humans to make them better, to make them healthier, so that they are connected. We know we have a mental health epidemic, and it really centers around loneliness. And so I really want to bring the ability for people to feel heard and seen and loved. And I really want to find a way for us to help our community, not just locally, but globally, and continue to make sure that we can always have humanity in healthcare. So I have spent the last 15 to 20 years learning and teaching how to solve business problems by people. I have a passion in the world of psychology. And so while everybody is watching Netflix, I am usually on YouTube or reading a medical journal or listening to another podcast, trying to find out more facts on how people are motivated. I'm fascinated by neurotransmitters and how to optimize performance. And a lot of that is incorporated when we think about our work life. So much of our time is spent at work. And right now we're experiencing these mental health epidemics and these concerns that we have and how we engage other humans. And I really want to make sure that when we think about how we work and why we work, that at the center of everything we do, it's thinking about the human. How do we help them always feel masterful, that they have autonomy and they're driven by a purpose? So my current work today is helping leaders and teams unify and coexist, and not just coexist together, but excel together. How do we help bring teams together? How do we help them feel purpose and value in what they do? I think a lot of times burnout we associate with working too many hours, when really burnout is we forget why we do what we do. And so my current job is really focused on helping align vision and purpose across organizations. And how do you optimize talent? How do you optimize human performance? Right now, a lot of the conversation is focused on development at the organizational level, but then how do you help leaders bring that to an individual level? When I think about why we started this podcast and what we hope to be able to bring to you, it's all about bringing community to this healthcare space. As we continue to have advancements, whether you're in Champaign, Illinois, which is my hometown, or you're in Silicon Valley, we want to make sure that everybody has access to the data and the insights and the context and the community to how do you continue to elevate care and how do we continue to bring humanity back into the space. When I think about all of the access that we have to AI and generative AI, or when I was growing up, we had encyclopedias and medical journals, all of those different spaces and different access to information, we want to continue to make sure that we can expand that for everybody. Everybody should have access to this information, and we want to make it real and we want to make it relevant for people. So when I think about what innovation is for us today, It's about combining and joining innovation and allowing humans to get to show up their best self. I am really excited about all of the guests that we're going to bring to you. We have so many thought leaders, people who are pushing the envelope on all things innovation with new technology, with new insights. We're talking to people from around the world, people who are talking to healthcare professionals who are living in it, who are really helping us think through what are we going to need in the next 5 to 10 years. And what's exciting is that generative AI is really kind of shaping the way that we're going to start to challenge ourselves. Not only have they started the time clock, but now it's starting to speed up everything. Conversations are becoming faster. When we think about the future that Jetsons thought, where we had robot dogs and flying cars, we're probably only a few years off of that. I mean, we have Teslas now, so we're not that far off. But when we think about what that means for us in healthcare and in just the regular world, there is so much that we're going to be able to explore and talk about. We also are really excited because when we think about what humans need today, it's helping them understand how do they get to be their best selves. So if we're talking about how to optimize your sleep, how do you optimize your performance? How do we make sure that we continue to live longer and healthier and better lives? That's it. That's me. I'm excited for us to embark on this journey together. We are going to have so many amazing guests talk about how we push the boundaries of healthcare. In fact, in our very next episode, we are going to have an amazing guest, Robin Farmanian, and she is going to tell us all about the incredible insights that AI is bringing to our world. Thank you for joining us today on Elevate Care. We hope you enjoyed this episode. If you found this podcast valuable, please consider subscribing, liking, and leaving us a review on your favorite podcast platform. Your feedback means the world to us and helps us to reach even more listeners like you. You can learn more about our show at our website at amnhealthcare.com and follow us on social media to stay updated on the new episodes and the ever-changing world of healthcare. Thank you for being a part of the Elevate Care community. Until next time, keep elevating healthcare, and remember, together, we can create a brighter, healthier future for all. Special thanks to AMN Healthcare for making this show possible.